welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Vols will kick it away to start us off. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense has the ball first today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense...
Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
And the Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's Denson. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. To the air. It's fired. He caught it.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Tennessee's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Off the play fake on first down. Unleashes one. Wide open downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Vols headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Caught. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top, using the quick game. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Got it! Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reed.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Vols!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They put together an 81-yard drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring margin. Now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Safe completion on the screen. Turns it on in midfield. He's loose down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldog.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Running back searching for a hole. Spins away from one. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
He'll pull it on the read. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. So here is the Tennessee offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The play action fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Vols send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Back to pass. It's fired. The short hands. It's Fowler. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. The inside handoff. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down.
Get set, get set.
Here comes the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Back to pass, it's fired. Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Mississippi State! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Sam Houston looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Tennessee ready to go to work, the Big Orange offense on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Volunteers will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field it close to the 50. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
Looking to pass. It's fired. Unloads it left. That's caught. It's Westbrook. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Denson. Breaks into the open. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They're going to run it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Volunteers want to move quickly. He'll keep it himself. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. No huddle offense to the line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. A strike downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Lost to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the
deep shot for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Looking for a man. It's fired. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow. Who knows how they got that thing back? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Shotgun snap on third down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Intercepted deep in his own end. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. So here is the Tennessee offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
The Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete in the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Scanning the field, it's Meyer. With the catch, it's Westbrook. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. At the 45 on its way. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Got it, looking for the first down. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's fired. Moving out of the pocket. And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
Touchdown, Mississippi State. And the route is on.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Quick completion to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Volunteers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Volunteers! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback may change this route. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Turning it on! He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds, marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. It's fired. Hauls it in. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels. Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Takes the handoff. It's Denson. Jumped on top of the pile.
And I know it's not a 1st down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fires to the big fella. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
At the 5-yard line. Brings up 3rd and goal.
This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the pummeling has started.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Tennessee, 17.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I'll tell you what, better defense than bad.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And his first throw here is incomplete. And the Vols decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll start this drive with a pass. The screen, and watch out.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's 4th down. And, of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try to sneak it. That'll be enough to give Mississippi State a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here is the Tennessee offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. He's got it down the right side. Powers through. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this defense has brought their A-game. Done a great job stopping the run, stopping the pass, not giving up a lot of points. Even right there, everything's difficult. They string it out towards the sidelines. Everybody's flying to the football.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now, the 7th sack of the game.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Working that left side. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The Vols are rolling down the field. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Bulldogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first down. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. That they can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
They'll run it from the gun. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.